Hello and welcome back to Speak Real English. It's great to have you here with me again, and today we're diving into a question that comes straight from one of our community members, Hazel. Hazel asked a fantastic question about English grammar, and it's one that often confuses even intermediate learners. She asked, what is the difference between saying, I was there, and I had been there? This might sound simple on the surface, but there's actually a lot to explore here, especially if you want to become more fluent and confident when speaking English in real life. So instead of jumping into grammar rules right away, I want to help you step back and look at this question from a wider perspective. Let's ask ourselves, what do fluent speakers actually use in everyday conversations? What tense is most natural and most commonly used when we're speaking with others in English? If you're currently studying for a formal grammar exam or if you're preparing for an English proficiency test, then yes, understanding the exact difference between these two forms is important. Grammar tests often require knowledge of both the past simple and the past perfect. But if your main goal is to improve your real-world communication and become someone who can speak English naturally and fluently with native speakers, then your priorities may be a little different. The truth is, when it comes to actual conversations, the simple past tense, like, I was there, is used far more often than the past perfect tense, I had been there. In fact, the past perfect is used so rarely in spoken English that some people say it's fading from daily use. It mostly lives on in textbooks and testing environments. Most of the time, native speakers rely on the simple past because it's more direct, more natural, and it clearly gets the point across. Now let's break it down just a bit so you still understand the technical difference. When you say, I was there, you are describing a specific event that happened at a certain time in the past. It's straightforward. For example, you might say, I was in Paris in 2009. That gives us a clear point in time. But if you say, I had been there, you're referring to an event that occurred even earlier than another event in the past. For instance, you could say, I had been in Paris in 2005 before I went back in 2009. So, had been helps us show the order of two past events. It's like saying, first this happened, and then that happened later. The phrase, I had been there, always needs to be connected to a second past event to make sense. It's not something we usually say on its own unless we're telling a story or explaining a sequence of actions. Still, when it comes to casual conversation, we almost always use the simple past. So if your main goal is fluency and natural speaking ability, I recommend putting your focus on mastering the simple past first. It will help you communicate clearly and confidently in 95% of conversations. And if you do need to learn about the past perfect for a specific reason, like academic writing or storytelling, then you can add it in as you grow more advanced. But don't stress too much about mastering every grammar rule before you start speaking. The key is to actually speak, to practice, and to use English in real conversations. One of the best ways to develop that natural conversational ability is to practice with fluent speakers, especially with teachers who are trained to help you use English the way it's actually spoken. I highly recommend checking out Verbling. It's an excellent platform where you can work one-on-one with certified English teachers who focus on real communication, not just textbook grammar. In fact, some of my close friends teach on Verbling and they do a fantastic job helping students like you move from memorizing rules to actually living in English. You can find out more about these lessons and some special offers for the Speak Real English community by visiting the Mr. English Teacher YouTube channel. Just look for the section about Verbling and one-on-one speaking practice. It's a great way to take your skills to the next level. And there's more to help you grow. If you visit our website at Speak Real English, you can download a free ebook guide that I created just for learners like you. It's designed to help you build your fluency, understand how grammar works in real life, and start thinking in English more naturally. Whether you're working toward passing an exam or just trying to speak more confidently at work or while traveling, this guide will be a helpful resource on your journey. So before we wrap up, let me encourage you to stay curious, keep asking great questions like Hazel did, and remember that fluency comes from practice and exposure, not from perfection. You don't have to know every tense perfectly to start speaking. Just begin with what you know, use it every day, and build on it little by little. English is a living language, and the more you use it, the more comfortable you'll feel. Thanks so much for being here with me today. If you found this lesson helpful, make sure to subscribe to Speak Real English and check out some of our other videos. There's always something new to learn, and I'd love to see you in the comments sharing your thoughts or asking your own questions. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and speak real English with confidence. I'll talk to you again very soon.